AsaPRockY arrested at LAX in connection to a shooting. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed in a statement Wednesday that rapper AsaPRockY, born Rakeem Mayers, was arrested. The artist was detained at LAX for, quote, assault with a deadly weapon. Rocky had just returned from Barbados. He was there with RihaNNa, his girlfriend, who's pregnant with the couple's first child. According to police, the arrest was made in connection to a shooting that occurred last year. The LAPD says on November 6, 2021, an argument between two people escalated to the firing of a handgun. The victim sustained a minor injury. Authorities named AsaPRockY as a suspect. According to the statement, Rocky and two other men fled the scene on foot. This isn't the first time ASAP's found himself in trouble with the law. In 2019, the artist was found guilty of assault in Sweden after a street fight.
FoR made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Come on, about that money, what we get into. Come on, about that money, get residuals. Come on.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. They like, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. Okay, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. popaVisT. popaVisT TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where the hell you been? Over here on this side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes, popaVisms 101, and motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit to the left and hit stage left, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. Let's talk about AsaPRockY, because he's spinning in the news once again, not for cheating on RihaNNa. And I did a video on that when it was alleged, maybe kind of, sort of, because people be like, people always run to tell the rumors and the fuck shit, but they never spin back and say it was wrong. And the very next day I came back on, even though I said allegedly, maybe, kinda, sorta, possibly he was cheating on her. Came back the next day and said, they saying it ain't true, and I guess it ain't true. You know what I mean? But I don't think this story is true even though he's in jail. Maybe, they saying. So apparently, you know, after the rumors and all these rumors keep running me every day, he was in Barbados, you know, where RihaNNa, his baby mother to be, doing what they do, come back to LAX, police waiting for him. You know what I mean? And I was like, because when I first heard the story, I'm like, he just was just shooting randomly. They said this shit happened already. But they ain't go get him because they had to gather the evidence. And apparently he's an LA resident, which I didn't know. You know what I mean? And how would I know, right? I don't follow his Instagram and none of that shit. So apparently he's an LA resident, and allegedly last year or whenever it was, a couple months ago, he supposed to have fired a firearm at somebody. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Like 4 or 5 times, or what they said, 3 or 4 times, and one of the bullets grazed the dude in the shoulder. And he went and told the police, yo, AsaPRockY shot me. And so he's locked up allegedly for that. So I said, damn. I said, all right. And you never want to judge a book by, you know, its cover, like who going to shoot, who not going to shoot. And I used to get that a lot, so I know, like, oh, I didn't know you was giving it up like that because you got the baby van. You don't even look like, I can't even tell you how many times I done got that. You know what I mean? Like even Lou, shout out to Lou, who just came on, Lou Sims. You know what I mean? When I first got knocked, and this is outside just to paint the picture of what I'm telling. This when I was young, so I ain't even really have no hair on my face. He was like, yeah, when I got locked on my co-defendant and shit on the first one, I'm not an angel. I've been in a few times. He like, yeah, homie talking about my co-defendant, he gonna be all right. But the light-skinned nigga, even though we both he gonna have some problems. You know what I mean? And whatever his judgment or assessment was, I don't know why, but yeah, I always got that. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? And that's cool because underestimate, if you will. You know what I mean? And a lot of people get that. And then they get what they get. But he don't look like, you know what I mean, that he would be the type to just pull out and just let off. Especially, you made it. Like, you ain't in the hood with me. I'm still in the hall. You know what I mean? I'm still around. You with RihaNNa, you done sold records. I think he just got a record of the year. Or he won a BET award. You just letting off. No security. Nobody with you that could do that. Nobody can intervene. That's why I think the story is bullshit. And it's like, damn, fresh after all these rumors, running me every day, now you come back from Barbados, police or whoever they said, ATF or whoever was waiting for him, come book you up just because allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of, somebody said you shot at them? Got some videotape? We got anything that's going to show you doing that? And then I know he was locked up, it was in London, or he was out the country locked up, Australia, or whatever he was, for going on a hunger strike. And I remember the circumstances, not vividly, just slightly, whatever it was. And people was like, free ASAP and all that. And it's like, damn, nigga in a whole nother country, just like Brittany Griner, like, know what I mean, still over there in Russia. And, like it is, like I was telling homie, unfortunately, one of the dudes from my block when a young brother got killed and shit, and I was talking about it, unfortunately, and he was mad because that was his man, you know what I mean? And rest in peace to him and condolences to his family, to the person I'm talking about. So his man was triggered, like, yeah, you talking about, you know what I mean, woo, 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 ah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about it, the news is talking about it. But I said the thing about it is, after it's talked about and the clip is spun one time, maybe two times, when they catch the person, if they catch them, that's it. And it's like boys in the hood, it's like either they don't know, don't show, or they don't care about what's going on to brothers in the hood. And I told him that when he was DMing me on Instagram. I'm like, yo, niggas they ain't gonna care after I speak about it. And you could be in your feelings all you want. The bottom line is he's going over some fuck shit. He not coming back. The news gonna talk about it one little small time, and that's it. And his family gonna be the ones grieving and still grieving and going through it. And you gonna be mad and grieving. But that's it though. That's all his life is reduced to. Because he ain't have a chance to build a legacy or do nothing yet. Talk about his smile, he was a good person and wasn't even intended for him. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. See how that works? Niggas is accident murderers like Nas and Rick Ross. You ain't really about that life. You just doing some shit that you think you see other people doing and woo woo woo. You ain't about that. And that's what happens. And I'm saying that to say somebody like a Brittany Griner or somebody that's famous. And K Slade, rest in peace, did the show on him. A few days for the people that left something behind that people gonna remember. That'll stay for a little while. You know what I mean? And then it's gone. And then that's it. Only till when the birthday time come around. Only when the anniversary of the death come around. Only if they had a song that you like and it's a throwback Thursday and they playing your song. People ain't checking or talking about now. Maybe the family, but not the regular public consumption. So what you think about you as just some regular, average Joe? I mean, that ain't leave nothing. That ain't built nothing yet, especially if you young. Like if this dude get clipped tomorrow, the dude that's like, we don't fuck with rats. We only fuck with this rat. Imagine if he get murked, right? I'm not saying he do, but that clip will forever spin because it's stuck in the matrix. Once you do some shit, that's why I always be like, be mindful of your last post. You never know when you out of here, when your record deal and your video is out of here. You die tomorrow, and not even a horrible death. You can die in your sleep, a beautiful death. And most of us want to die peacefully. Like Drake said, I want a quick death and an easy one. Me too. I don't want to get shot in the head, burned up, in the car crash and shit, piercing my body. I don't want to die like that, and I don't know how I'm going to die. Only the Most High know. But I know I don't want to die like that. I can't control it. But I don't want to die that way. And I think for the most part, us as humans, we don't want to die like that. So say you die in the sleep. That clip going to spin forever, that dumb shit he said. People going to be spinning that shit forever. They're going to make songs out of that and make memes out of that. And your crew is with Rat Splinter. And you're going to hear all type of shit. And he going to be dead. So something like that to be left as opposed to something more constructive, something more solid. You know what I mean? That'd be the highlight of you saying some shit like that. And even you think about Museli Obumi Aseli, the Nigerian dude that got killed, you know, by the fans only bitch. You know what I mean? He being remembered for shit he said 7, 8 years ago about black women. They mad. So that's what people remember. Or that's what they hang on to, the negative and the bullshit. So that's something to think about as well. But back to the ASAP, you know what I mean? He don't look like he, you know, would do something like that. And I think the story is a little sussy. I think it's like, damn, who trying to set this nigga up? Like, do they want to not see him with RihaNNa? They want to see the baby. You know, you start thinking all these conspiracy theories. And, you know, I was like, she kind of just wanted the baby. That's why I wouldn't have been surprised if he did cheat. And I'm like, well, you know, you get what you get. Sex tape and, you know what I mean, nigga from Harlem. It is what it is. We pick and choose. It's not like, you know, you overseas and you in the Middle East and they arranging your marriages and shit. We get to pick and choose who we want to be with. So if you pick and choose and you choose the wrong person, then you just got to hold it down and deal with it. But I still think the story is, I think it's a little sussy. I think it's a little suspect. I obviously want to see who the dude is, who's saying that he shot him. I mean, how did you know he shot me? Like the Ferguson dude on the train, because that's what this last train shit reminded me of, is him. Like when he was cross-examining the witnesses himself, when he represented himself. And he was in Comstock when I was in there too. They had him behind the glass, the plexiglass, and he was on a cabbage diet. Just imagine that. Imagine eating cabbage for 30 days straight, no salt, no pepper. Y'all niggas think y'all think y'all ready for that jail life, that prison life? I be talking about the yakisobe and chili con corn. You will love to eat that if you get put on a cabbage diet and you got to eat cabbage and bread for the next 30 days. Or you can just not eat anything. No commissary, no cookies, no none of that. None of your man sliding you nothing because you behind a plexiglass with the bars. Yeah, that's the reality. You don't really hear too many people talking about that. And although I never was put behind the plexiglass because I wasn't throwing shit and piss and spitting on niggas. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing that. Some savagery shit. I wasn't putting shit in my mouth and waiting to go out to the yard till I could spit it on somebody. Like a real savage. Some real savage shit. But that's what people do. Locked up. Some of them. And I guess he was one of them. You put that nigga right behind the motherfucking plexiglass and you get the cabbage diet. When I first heard this shit, I was like, what? When I went to the box, the same gallery and shit, the same block. B block, Comstock, 97. I said, damn, they got this nigga on the cabbage diet? And you can't comprehend that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you getting cabbage for the next 30 days. And they can extend it. And that might not be the law now. That might be some kind of law for cruel and unusual punishment. Who knows? Like, once you win, you win. You a number, and your rights and your liberties, that's gone. Forget about that. You don't have those no more. Niggas ain't ready for that. Niggas ain't ready for that. That's why niggas is telling. That's why they telling loud. They saying it out loud. I'm telling and I'm proud. Not I'm black and I'm proud. I'm telling and I'm proud. I'm not going to jail for you. You don't care about me. I'm not. And they're going to make up any excuse to break the code. Fuck that code. I don't care about that shit. Once I get caught, it's only the code till I get caught. Then once I get caught, then that shit don't mean nothing no more. Because if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. Oh, you know the famous line from New Jack City? Kareem Akbar. He is the true leader of the C&B, niggas. And if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. You thought he was playing? You thought he was playing? You thought it was a movie, but you ain't see the end of the movie. Right. Scarface gets killed. He don't make it to the end and run off. Neither does Carlito. You get killed by Billy the Blanco from the Bronx. Right before you make your exit and you escape, you get killed. You get caught. They come get you. That's how the movie ends in real life. Like in the real life, not behind the screen, in the real life. That's why I watch what I say. That's why I be respectful. That's why I move around with a certain energy and people that I think is involved, maybe kind of, sort of. that just may pull out and kill me because they scared or because they don't have no value of life, I stay far away from them. I stay far away. Like, now I'll go that way. Not because I'm scared. It's just because I don't want to deal with the fuckery and the buffoonery. What do? Do you wallow in it? I mean, or you go the other way? But you know what it is. It's your boy, popaVisT. Y'all was just tuned in. popaVisT TV. That be my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again.